I use my me to start the conversation with my handsome neighbor, because I don't know how else to ask him on a date. I, 20 feet, have a neighbor in his 20s, and I have a huge crush on this man. The problem is, though, I am shy and struggle with initiating a conversation. I noticed that the day I was carrying a pepperoni stick for a snack to eat on the way to my workout class. Suddenly his dog approached me enthusiastically and was sniffing me, and this prompted a small but cute conversation with the sexy neighbor. So now, I'm carrying a Slim Jim all the time, so that his dog approaches me and we can start a conversation. It's worked 3 times thus far and he doesn't know it's because I have the treat on me. I want to know if this is wrong of me to do? Am I being too sneaky just to start a conversation? Edit, so a bit of clarification for those who need it. Don't worry, I have never given his dog any food. I know not to give a dog food without asking the owner. Hopefully I can treat both boys soon. Update 1. So here's the plan. I'm going to see him probably tomorrow. I'm just going to be direct and ask him out. Lately it seems he wants to hang out more, but because I get nervous I always slip away and cut our encounter short. Kind of before he can ask. I think he can sense I'm a little shy and it's made him cautious too. He is very respectful. So I need to take the step and let him know. I'll ask to walk with him and his dog to get a coffee and I'll bring a dog treat, going to try to pick the one that's safest and least likely to provoke allergy. I'll ask him if I can give it to his dog. And go from there. Update 2. I received a lot of helpful advice, and so much encouragement. Here's what I did. I bought dog jerky for my neighbor's dog. Don't worry, I asked my neighbor before I gave it. I also made it very clear, while talking to the dog, that I went out and bought this treat just for him. Which resulted in my neighbor saying, "You're so sweet. I don't know if he deserves it today." Then he told me a funny story about the dog misbehaving. Now, I had practiced my segue line a million times in my apartment, but I got so nervous and everything went blank for a second. I told myself if he gets going, then I won't ask him out today, but he seemed to be in no hurry and didn't disengage. So I told him what someone suggested I say. I said something like, "I don't have anything for you though, would you like to walk together and get a coffee?" My treat. He said he'd love to. He also said he's been wanting to ask me, but I always seem to be in a rush. I am never in a rush, I just get shy and terminate the interaction so I can escape my uncomfortable and nervous feelings. This made me realize I was giving him a different impression than I intended. We walked to the coffee shop and I ordered my coffee and his coffee. Though, he didn't let me pay. I tried to insist and he told me he only agreed to get me to come with him, he never intended to let me pay. We got our coffee and talked and walked. 2 hours went by. I was encouraged by commenters to be direct, so I ended up telling him once I felt a bit more warmed up in the conversation, that I think he's handsome and that I've had a crush on him since I first saw him. His reaction was so priceless, he got a little shy, I think. He looked away briefly after I said it, only for a moment though, while saying, "Oh wow, you just made my week." He was smiling, and his ears also turned a little red, or maybe it was the cold air, but I want to believe it was what I said. He told me he had somewhere to be this evening, but he would like to see me again. We decided on a day and time. We exchanged contact info and added each other on Instagram. We have been talking on the phone and texting ever since. We decided on a museum date and dinner. When I got home, he texted me that he really likes me and is looking forward to getting to know me better. He said my shyness is adorable and some other compliments followed. I was so giddy. One of the biggest things I learned from the advice given was that men love it when the woman makes the first move, and they love to be complimented and approached first. Mostly just wanted to share this update because something positive happened and I highly recommend this meet cute technique. Especially to girls like me, whose shyness can unintentionally come across as being closed off. Thank you everyone.